here to kind of talk to you is I'm just going to talk to you about a little bit more about scholarships and some of the implications with some of the SAT information and other concerns. So when we're talking specifically about scholarships, obviously it's a very important and very popular thing to talk about. So when you think about some of the requirements for those scholarships, obviously we have the ACT, the SAT, that many times some are required by some universities, not required by others. So when you're talking with your college admissions counselor, when you're doing your school search, you want to get the details of whether or not these things are going to be a huge part of the selection process within that college's selection for those scholarships. One of the things that we've definitely seen as a part of COVID-19 and some of the other instabilities that's been going on, colleges and universities have been struggling somewhat financially. Some are in better situations than others, but it's definitely hit all of the college admissions process within the United States. So some of these scholarships have started to become a little bit more competitive. So you definitely want to take some of those things under consideration. If there have been any of the budget cuts and things like that, are there less scholarships available? That's definitely going to depend on the specific college that you are going to be taking a look at. So definitely be prepared, definitely scour the university's websites to figure out exactly what the competitiveness of the scholarships are, what's going to be required, whether there's going to be an essay, whether there's going to be personal statements or other documents or any other things that are going to be taken under consideration. One advantage that you do have is the fact that many colleges in the United States that are not open admission or guaranteed admission are very holistic in their scholarship or their admissions policy. So that's definitely one thing that is very good, but the scholarships are definitely going to be more competitive as a result of that. So with that, I'll go to the next slide there. All right. So one of the things that we want to definitely hammer home to you is go ahead and start your applications as soon as you can. This is definitely a good time to start thinking about where you're going to be going for fall, and a lot of other things too. So one of the things that you will kind of want to hammer down, kind of as I talked about in the last slide, is whether or not the colleges and universities in the United States are going to remain test optional. Again, that's going to be something that's going to be different from one college to the next. One thing that we definitely have seen is that many highly selective universities like Harvard, Yale, Princeton, some Ivy Leagues, and other very, very popular colleges have gone test optional along with many others, but those very, very high selective colleges and universities have been bombarded with a lot more applications because of the fact that there have not been those SAT or ACT requirements, and those and colleges mostly are looking at your high school GPA and achievement. So that with that, it might be more of a opportunity for you to be able to get into college for fall 21 that's just coming up. However, for successive years, you can probably expect that some colleges and universities in the US are going to be changing that and going back to the SAT or ACT model with some of the standardized tests. However, don't take my word for it. Definitely do your own homework, be very diligent in being able to get the right information for the specific year that you are going to be applying to.